Wow, over 100 subscribers! Valve is a company that develops and publishes games, and is also the main company that runs Steam. I have like 3 games by them that I got because they were on sale, and I wanted to check them out. Let's get this video started, beginning with Half-Life. I haven't played a lot of first-person shooter games, to the point where this is pretty much my first FPS game, like the first one I ever played. And let me say, it's really cool. You are Gordon Freeman. You work for Black Mesa, located in Black Mesa, New Mexico. You're late for your job in the anomalous materials section, where today you're testing a new specimen. Before you can enter the chamber, however, you need to get into a hazard suit. Let me start by saying, this game has a lot of cool little details. You can interact with some of the people there, though most of them will say they're busy.
Excuse me, Gordon, but I'm rather busy now.
Some of them will say hi when you walk by them.
Hello.
These ad things are really nice. They look so cool. Also, all the doors in the locker room have unique names on the door for each scientist there at Black Mesa. This is where you get the hazard suit you need to start the experiment.
Welcome to the HEV Mark IV protective system for use in hazardous environment conditions.
Okay, I like the hazard suit startup sequence. The music really gets your blood pumping. We make our way to test the new material, going through hallway after hallway.
It's about to go critical.
What the hell is going on with our equipment?
It wasn't meant to do this in the first place.
Oh, well, we make our way to the entrance to the test facility, where we find out we're doing the test differently from regular procedures.
I'm afraid we'll be deviating a bit from standard analysis procedures today, Gordon.
Yes, but with good reason. This is a rare opportunity for us. This is the purest sample we've seen yet.
We start the test, everything seems fine. We insert the material and...
Order! Get away from the shutting down!
So... the experiment ended in a failure. From here on out, we have to get out of Black Mesa in order to call for help. I like a lot about this part of the game, the way the environment around you gets destroyed as you go through it, signifying how disastrous of an accident this was. Really has you on edge. You also get the crowbar. I think I really like crowbars now. Man, if crowbars made this sound in real life, I would be addicted to destroying my walls just to hear this sound. Anyway, I think that's all for the intro. The gameplay. Honestly, it's pretty interesting. You're traversing the halls and facilities of Black Mesa, trying to find a way to get out of this place. There are parts where you need to platform around an area to unlock an exit, or maybe you need to find a pathway to get from point A to point B in order to progress. I kind of like how you go through the map, taking one pathway to unlock the path that was locked earlier so you can easily backtrack. There's also an exploratory aspect as you can run around to different parts of the facilities to find things like ammo, weapons, and or health items. There are also these healing stations and charging stations placed at points around the map. The healing station slowly regenerates your health for a bit before shutting down, and the charging station charges your suit's battery for a bit before shutting down. Oh yeah, the hazard suit. It does a lot of stuff like alerting you when you take major damage. I think it even detects where you take damage from, which is awesome.
Major pressure detected.
telling you when there's radioactive material or just plain radiation nearby, in cases where you probably didn't notice you're standing over a giant vat of radioactive liquid. Or your battery percentage, like when you pick up a battery.
Power 30%. Power 45%.
Also, when your hazard suit's battery is high, it will protect you from incoming attacks, meaning the battery drains instead of health. I think. Now, let's get on to the enemies. Some of them terrify me. The enemies are really cool, especially when they come out of nowhere and scare me so bad that I start shooting at the ceiling, or is that the floor I'm shooting at? The main ones that scare me the most are the head crabs. They slowly walk towards you, and when they're close, they try to jump right into your face. A lot of the time, they just seem to appear out of nowhere, like after a bit of you not having many enemy encounters. They're at their scariest when you're crawling through the dark vents. There's also, I don't know the name of these things. What I do know is that they wait for someone or something to touch their weird that. Once that happens, they pull up whatever the thing is and eat it. At points, you might not even notice that they're there at all. I've managed to get lucky in these moments where only after a bit of looking closer, I realized I was a few steps away from instant death. You also have your standard walking enemies. They walk slowly towards you and then attack you. These guys will shoot lightning at you, and okay, Valve has given me a lot of new favorite sound effects since playing this game. I really enjoyed my time with Half-Life. I don't have much else to talk about, and I want to get to the other two games in this video. Those two being my favorites. Portal is a puzzle game duology where you make your way through different test chambers using portals from a portal gun. You also solve various puzzles throughout the game. When you start the first game, you awake into a weird glass cube from what was probably some sort of cryostasis machine. You're stuck in there for about a minute. During that time is when a voice cuts in through the intercom.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer Aided Enrichment Center.
This voice tells us we are in the Aperture Science testing chambers in order to test something, and that we were in the detention chambers for an amount of time that we do not know. Eventually, we're let out through a portal, and now, testing begins. After a bit of learning how portals work, we eventually get ourselves the portal gun, and after a while of getting used to the standard one, we get the dual portal gun. I really love the music that plays as you get closer to it. It really adds to the feeling of unlocking something amazing. How does the portal gun work? Left click shoots a blue portal and right click shoots an orange portal. There's a mini portal on the reticle next to which portal you shot last, so you can keep track of that. Or I guess you can also check the portal gun itself to see which color portal, as the lights on it change color to that of the last portal you shot. I also want to take some time to talk about the atmosphere. It's really cool. Throughout the challenges, you will see these glass windows where there would be scientists sitting there watching you while you go through the test chambers. But when you look to see what's inside, there's no one to be found. In fact, there isn't a single other person to even be found anywhere. Who's watching us? Of course, it is a robot watching us. The voice itself gave it away. But is there anyone still around in this place? Eventually, after we complete all the tests, we're about to be sent into an incinerator. The voice on the intercom was just using us to test whether the Aperture Science facilities were still working. While it's a pretty dire situation, we eventually find a way to escape. What I really like from this point onwards is that we get to explore more of the Aperture Science facilities. This is probably my favorite part of the game, outside of the main levels, of course. And that's all I really want to talk about for I guess I was talking about the story. The puzzles are really cool. A lot of components go into solving these puzzles. You have these cubes that can keep a switch down. These are really important. Also the companion cube.
This weighted companion cube will accompany you through the test chamber.
I love you, companion cube. There's also these things. I don't really like these things that shoot an energy ball especially after playing the second game. I like this game a lot, don't get me wrong, but these things kind of make the stages drag on as you wait for the thing to reach the electricity point. It's just pretty slow is all. Now, there are a lot of intended ways to solve the puzzles here, which are really interesting, as well as a lot of unintended ways to solve the puzzles, most of which you'd probably find out through the challenge mode versions of these levels. I'm honestly shocked by what they expect me to do in order to get gold in these challenges. I mean, it's not bad, especially when it makes me use my brain to figure out my true final strategy for getting gold marks. Who doesn't like that? I think the main levels I like the most are the advanced levels. Those levels were so cool. I think I've run out of things to talk about. I really did enjoy Portal. It's definitely a fun time and worth checking out. I really enjoyed the puzzles, the atmosphere, the music. All of it is really good. Now on to Portal 2. Portal 2 is an amazing extension of the first game. There are a lot of things to like about this game, especially the story in the single player game. This game is way more story heavy this time around, and I don't want to spoil the whole thing in case anyone wants to try the game out. I think they really improved with the things you use to complete the puzzles. It really fixes the pacing, especially on repeat playthroughs. You still have the same cubes from before, and also the companion cube! Yes! Companion cube! Yay! No! There are now lasers, which completely replace those energy ball emitters from the first game. You now have to line up a laser with either these things here or this laser thing embedded in the wall. With these lasers, we now have the new magnifier cube, which redirects the laser into whatever direction you point the cube in. This laser can also destroy so much stuff. You also have these pathways that, according to GLaDOS, are made from the light energy from the sun. These light pathways can travel through portals, so you can use these to reach new areas. Also, bounce pads. These will launch literally anything into the air. At least into whatever direction they launch things in. There are even more things like special gels that appear later, and there's other stuff I forgot about, and I can't remember them right now. After a certain point, you end up at the very bottom of Aperture Science and discover the ruins of the old facilities. This is stunning. The puzzles this time around were really cool. Speaking from what I remember when I first played this game, I really loved solving all the puzzles in this game. All of them were so cool to solve. I want to erase my memory of the puzzles in this game so I can go back and solve these puzzles all over again. They were so fun. Once you've completed the story mode, there's still a lot of stuff you can do. For example, the multiplayer, which I haven't played yet. There's also a bunch of community-made stages that you can download and play. Honestly, this is really cool. What's this? Another game that I'm talking about that also has a level maker? Honestly, before I got Portal 2, I did not know that this game had such a thing. I was not expecting to be talking about another game that had a level maker. Go watch my Little Big Planet video. Since writing the script, I've gotten some experience with the level maker. I've even made my own level, which is honestly my favorite level so far. I actually made a puzzle. Admittedly, it might be pretty easy to a lot of people, but I made a puzzle that I'm very proud of. Also, I played some of the community levels, which I don't know how many of them I can really show because they will literally spoil the end of the game. But they're all awesome, and some of them even have custom models, which is honestly amazing. I highly recommend Portal 2. The game is so much fun. I really loved all the puzzles, and with community layouts, you'll surely be playing this game for a while. Oh, also the music, it's amazing. These 3 games are all worth checking out. I really haven't played any games by Valve before this video, really. I had always heard the sound effects from the games used in memes, or I had seen some people play the games. Now having played these games, no wonder Half-Life fans went crazy after the last Game Awards. You should definitely check out all of the games by Valve that I talked about in this video. They're all really fun. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Please like and subscribe if you did. Comment below if you have a fun memory you want to share, or I don't know, something. Thank you for watching. Now I have to figure out what to do about this. This isn't a costume. I just woke up like this. I thought it was a dumb prank, but Penn said he didn't do anything. I don't. Wait, what does this valve open?